Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 1. Remember that the Levitical priest, that is, the whole of the tribe of Levi, will receive no allotment of land among the other tribes in Israel. Instead, the priest and the Levites will eat from the special gift given to the Lord, for that is their share. Verse 2. They will have no land of their own among the Israelites. The Lord himself is their special possession, just as he promised them. Verse 3. These are the parts the priest may claim as their share from the cattle, sheep, and goats that the people bring as offerings: the shoulder, the cheeks, and the stomach. Verse 4. You must also give to the priest the first share of grain, the new wine, the olive oil, and the wool at shearing time. Verse 5. For the Lord your God chose the tribe of Levi out of all your tribes to minister in the Lord's name forever. Verse 6. Suppose a Levite chooses to move from his town in Israel, wherever he is living, to the place the Lord chooses for worship. Verse 7. He may minister there in the name of the Lord his God, just like his fellow Levites who are serving the Lord there. Verse 8. He may eat his share of the sacrifices and offerings, even if he also receives support from his family. Verse 9. When you enter the land the Lord your God is giving you, be very careful not to imitate the detestable customs of the nations living there. Verse 10. For example, never sacrifice your son or daughter as a burnt offering, and do not let your people practice fortune-telling, or use sorcery, or interpret omens, or engage in witchcraft. Verse 11. Or cast spells, or function as mediums, or sidekicks, or call forth the spirits of the dead. Verse 12. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. It is because the other nations have done these detestable things that the Lord your God will drive them out ahead of you. Verse 13. But you must be blameless before the Lord your God. Verse 14. The nations you are about to displace consult sorcerers and fortune tellers, but the Lord your God forbid you to do such things. Verse 15. Moses continued, the Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among your fellow Israelites. You must listen to him. Verse 16. For this is what you yourself requested of the Lord your God when you were assembled at the Mount Sinai. You said, Don't let us hear the voice of the Lord our God anymore, or see this blazing fire, for we will die. Verse 17. Then the Lord said to me, what they have said is right. Verse 18. I will raise up a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites. I will put my words in his mouth, and he will tell the people everything I command him. Verse 19. I will personally deal with anyone who will not listen to the message the prophet proclaims on my behalf. Verse 20. But any prophet who falsely claims to speak in my name, or who speaks in the name of another God, must die. Verse 21. But you may wonder, how will we know whether or not the prophecy is from the Lord? Verse 22. If the prophet speaks in the Lord's name, but his prediction does not happen or come true, you will know that the Lord did not give that message. That prophet has spoken without my authority and need not to be feared. Amen.